ABML Morning Update. Bitcoin slumps, silver tumbles, oil drops, AI worries weigh, local market too sees profit book on global asset sell-off. Global markets. US equities fell for another session on Thursday as investors took a risk-off stance, leading popular trades in technology and Bitcoin to unravel. Dow and S&P both shed about 1.2% each, while Nasdaq fell 1.59%. Alphabet was the latest of the Magnificent Seven companies to report earnings results. The company projected a sharp increase in artificial intelligence spending that spooked some investors, calling for 2026 capital expenditures of up to $185 billion. Adding to the downbeat sentiment, concerns surrounding labor market weakness grew after outplacement firm Challenger Gray and Christmas reported that US employers announced 108,435 layoffs in January, marking the highest January total since the global financial crisis. On top of that, initial jobless claims for the week ended January 31 rose more than expected, and job openings in December fell to their lowest level since September 2020. The European stock market finished lower Thursday as traders assessed regional earnings reports. The Pan-European Stock 600 ended the session down almost 1.1%, with all major bosses in negative territory. Domestic market. Indian equity indices ended on a negative note on February 5th. At close, the Sensex was down 0.6% at 83,314 and the Nifty was down 0.52% at 25,643. GIFT Nifty trades lower by 101 points at 25,599, signaling a negative start to the trading session. Passenger vehicle registrations in India reached a record 539,543 units in January, marking the highest ever monthly total and a strong 12.9% year-on-year growth. The surge reflected robust retail demand and a positive start to the year. Maruti Suzuki led the market with 229,456 registrations, though its share slipped slightly, followed by Hyundai with 69,539 units and Tata Motors with 67,110. Mahindra and Toyota Kirloskar completed the top 5, while Kia India ranked 6th with 31,544 units and strong growth. In contrast, MG Motor, Honda Cars and BYD reported declines, highlighting rising competition. SUVs dominated the market with a 56.3% share, while hatchbacks contributed 24.4%. Tata Nexon emerged as the best-selling model, followed by Wagoner and Punch. Petrol vehicles accounted for 56% of registrations and diesel for 17%, while electric vehicles, though just 4% of the market, continued to gain traction. Urban markets drove most of the demand, with rural areas also showing healthy growth. Overall, improving consumer confidence and wider model availability strengthened India's position as the world's third largest automotive market and signaled continued momentum ahead. Focus for the day. India interest rate decision. Tata Steel Q3 FY26 results. Bosch Q3 FY26 results. Key corporate developments/policy actions. Yatharth Hospital reported Q3 FY26 revenue up approximately 46% YOY to 320 crore rupees and net profit up approximately 41% year-over-year to 43 crore rupees, driven by contribution from new hospitals and higher realizations, reflecting strong execution in its expanding network. Tata Motors passenger vehicles reported Q3 FY26 revenue at 70,108 crore rupees, down 25.8% YOY, with profit before tax and exceptional items at a loss of 3,136 crore rupees as weak volumes and higher investments weighed on the results. Uno Minda reported Q3 FY26 revenue growth to 5,018 crore rupees, up 20% YOY, with EBITDA rising 21% YOY to 554 crore rupees and EBITDA margin of 11%, while net profit climbed 28% YOY to 298 crore rupees, supported by robust execution and OEM demand. The board also approved a 764 crore rupee alloy wheel plant in Maharashtra to target future EV/OEM growth. Max Healthcare Institute reported Q3 FY26 revenue rising approximately 10% YOY to 2,608 crore rupees, while network operating EBITDA grew approximately 4% YOY to 648 crore rupees, and network net profit rose approximately 9% YOY to 301 crore rupees on higher occupied bed days and international patient demand, though margins were modestly compressed by regulatory and expansion costs. Fund flow. FII sold shares worth 21.51 billion rupees, while DII bought for 11.30 billion rupees.
Investment in securities markets are subjected to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.